Okay, a little bit of mess aside and a little bit of being late aside. I'm here now and I'm finally ready to stream. This is day 129 of studying compilers every day until I land a compiler role. Um, Last time what did I do last time? Oh right, I finished SSA destruction. So I finished like parallel copy stuff. And then I like tried regenerating the tests, and then we ran into some copies with like something based on hashing, I believe. I don't remember exactly what it was, but hopefully we can get that resolved today. Yeah. Okay. Neighbors. This time we're just gonna make traces. Yeah, we're gonna get that resolved today, and then maybe make some other like small cosmetic changes to my code gen at least. What's good, Niraj? Good to see you. Starting the C++ relearn grind today. That's good. Yeah, I think it should be a lot of fun for you. Hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully that goes well for you. Let me know how it is. Yeah. So I guess we can get straight into this. Minor formatting change to MR, hopefully. Yeah. Because this has been something I've accidentally put off for like half of my time streaming, actually. So I'd like to get that done as well, if at all possible. Yeah. I started classes today. I had a 3-hour PL class today, which was pretty fun, honestly. It's about like pragmatics of programming languages, which historically has not really been covered a lot in classes, so it makes me very it's been a very it's been a very interesting experience. I've enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, we 6-7 came up in class, which is pretty funny. To-do list looks more complicated the more you stream. Yeah, it's very ambitious. This is kind of just like more long-term as well, and then there's like other stuff at the bottom. But I need to implement all that eventually. This is kind of like the rest of the back end though, so I don't intend on getting all of that done today. I just figured if I have the real estate on my screen, I may as well use it for something. Okay, so let's figure out what's causing traces to do interesting things. Good job, ready to go. Thank you, Scotty. There are many more things I need to do to become a goat, but I appreciate the sentiment lots. This is in traversal, right? Yeah, I was in here. Traces. Ryan's insane. I mean, there's the whole internet thing that keeps me doing this. Like, there are definitely days where I'm like, I want to just chill and enjoy my evening, but that's not really a great excuse. I can't really put that on my YouTube channel and expect people to be happy with that. So it goes. Almost half a year in. That's true actually. That's pretty crazy to think about. If you count the days that I've taken off, I think it's like what, a month away almost. So yeah, it's crazy stuff. Okay. What is... What is the best way to do this, actually? I don't think there's a great way to do this, now that I think about it. Or it's not a great way to sort this, unless you have like a better way to do like edges. How do I implement edges again? Unordered map, okay, yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's not really a great way to do this, I feel like. What is traversal order map again? Oh, okay, it's that. Yeah, fair enough. If you're for junior web dev, you'd be streaming for a long time. Yeah. Well, I mean, actually, probably not. Like, I feel like those jobs are a little bit more readily available. So like, even though the market's tougher, I feel like I'd be able to stand out in some capacity. Okay, what the hell am I doing here? How do I even sort this properly? Maybe I could number these and then we just go by like smallest number. Yeah, this is unfortunate actually. Yeah, it definitely is a trade-off, but like, I don't know. I feel like it'd be about the same because like this upcoming summer is like internship summer anyway, and then like the upcoming summer is like actual full-time work. So it'd probably take me as much time. What the hell am I doing here? What was I doing here? Yeah, this is awful actually. This is really rough. Visited is fine. I believe the problem we have is I think this is get edges thing. We don't have a way to sort this properly. What we could do is we could just throw in like this number IR thing as well. Yeah, I think we do that. That's probably the least awful way to do this. Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but like, it is what it is. This is just slush at this point. I can't really think of a better way to do this. So we want number IR and IR. So this is, we can do that, and then we can run it on F. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like this sort of abstraction would be very nice to maintain. Yeah, so we number it, and then okay, so we still need to figure out what to do with this. What the fuck? Reverse edges? What am I doing here? What does reverse view do again? What was I doing, actually? So it's a... Why did I need to reverse this again? Just like... Optimality, I guess? Huh. Okay, well, this is a mess. If I don't want to grind too much LeetCode and DSA, it's a good exercise to write my own simple STL. I mean, maybe, but like that's not gonna help you with like interviews if that's what you're asking. Like, interviews are more about using them, not necessarily understanding how they're implemented. Okay, what was I doing here? What is get edges? Do I just want to sort this and call it a day? Yeah, it's a vector. If you're doing it for the understanding, then like by all means go for it, but it's not really like comparable to LeetCode, at least. Like they practice different things, you know. What was I gonna look at? I should probably just, I don't know, what is the best way to sort this? Okay, let's just include algorithm and call it a day. Okay, sure. Okay, let's. Oh, wait. What? That's the thing? Oh. That's neat. Okay. I guess we could try that, actually. And BOGO sort, true. I mean, we already import ranges. Let's try it with ranges. I'm curious how that would work. I don't think there's a reason for me to reverse it anyway. Why do I reverse it again? This actually, I don't remember. I think it was just like a short-term optimization. But, I mean, I don't think I really need it. No, you're good, Nash. That sounds way more hard to implement than to understand because it requires writing templates. Yeah, that is true. But it's like, it's not like a one-to-one comparison though, is what I'm saying. Like they focus on different aspects of DSA at least. Okay, let's just do like sort. Yeah, let's do that. Let's keep successors. So we can do like successors. We can do, yeah, let's give it a lambda. So I guess const. What type is this again? Basic block star. First. Yeah, this is just a mess, but it is what it is, I think. What is wrong here? Oh, I need to do that. What does this require? Oh, it does require algorithm. Damn it. Okay. Okay. I think that's fair, Nourish. But also like, I guess like you may as well go all the way. Like it's a good exercise anyway. If you're gonna go that far, you may as well. I feel like it's like you're already halfway there. You may as well just like, you may as well go the full way with the robust implementation. Intro sort, what is this? I see. Okay. Okay, so we want. Okay, weird noise. So we want ascending. So we want, I guess, nr get number of first less than nr get number of second Oh, wait, arrow. Whoops. Right? This should just be a star, right? Wait, what? Why is this not... Can we just do this, maybe? Okay, so why isn't... What? Oh, wait. Does this even matter? Okay, I guess sure. Okay, whatever. Yeah, okay. I guess that makes sense. Okay, I'll add const to things in the future and see what that breaks. It will be interesting. I guess we could do it the other way. Okay, let's make... I don't think this will change a lot, but... Okay, so obviously it changes a lot. What the hell? Wait, something's changed. Okay, let's just... I'm gonna look at the git diff because I feel like that's a little bit less awful to look at. Let's commit this first. Fixing traces. Let's look at the tests in GitHub because diff is less of an eyesore. Okay, let's give this a peek. Didn't panic. Definitely in here. I should have just pushed this, or yeah, I should have merged that first. It is what it is. Okay, let's look at the most recent commit. Okay, well this is about as bad. Let's just expand all. Yeah. Yeah, these are... Yeah, I'm not sure what I was doing to generate those before. Yeah, what was I doing? Why was I doing that? Yeah. I mean, at least this looks like a good change off the top of my head. It's like a different block as well. What? Yo, wait. Okay, wait, what the hell? Did something just like super bork somewhere? 17 and 18 are the same, so that makes sense. Okay, maybe we should just like, we should erase like empty blocks at some point. Or I guess empty labels. And hopefully that will solve some of these problems. Yeah, this is an eyesore. Holy hell. Ugh. Like, do we? Yeah, okay, Ugh, okay. I wonder if we can just skip empty blocks somewhere? I don't know. That's probably a next step I'll look at separately, but this at least feels less awful at a glance. Yeah, Jesus Christ, that was... I actually never looked at the code quality of this, which is, I guess, funny to think about. Yeah, wow, okay, it's just all that, I guess. That makes sense. So then, okay. Okay, let's... So then... What was the thing I wanted to test? It was the thing last time. It's like... Oh, it was under, like, initial lowering, what it would look like if we just didn't insert, or if we didn't split critical edges. Okay, so it does make a difference, but what difference? We can just like, we can just nuke all these changes. Oh lord. What the hell is happening? Huh? Okay, wait. These are like the same. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Okay, so let's look at like SSA 00. That's not. Something is different with the numbers again. Unless the code is like substantively different. So this is without edge splitting. But what difference does it actually make? Okay, so let's run like so we're on say So let's just like... So temp. Okay, let's do that, and then like, let's throw in like... I don't know. Split critical. Okay, great. That's not very helpful. That's very unhelpful, actually. Okay, let's just not do that. And let's do that with temp as well. Ah, okay. Okay, that's very annoying. Okay, something is definitely causing problems somewhere. So, something else I think with like an unordered map somewhere is causing me a lot of headache. What the hell? Okay. Okay. Sure. That's not very helpful. Okay. Okay, where else could this be introduced? Maybe like an unordered map somewhere down here? Or like, yeah, I'm not sure what's happening. Okay. Yeah, this does not bring me a lot of joy. Presumably it is in like... Presumably it's like one of these two still. Or I guess it would have... Presumably it is one of those two, but I can't really tell. Oh wait, the MR tests are different. Wait, are they different? Were they different? Let's scroll up. Okay, they were not different. So all this stuff would probably live in here at least, somewhere. This doesn't make sense to me yet. Wait. Wow, we just don't use this. Okay. Okay, well that might do something, huh? That might explain why we had no difference, now that I think about it. God damn it. Okay, let's... Okay, well, that makes sense. Okay, let's rename things real quick. Okay, let's make this. Okay, we're just gonna have to do this by hand. If I can spell. Linearized. Linearized. Why did I need iter again? Oh, because I need next. That's why. So we need that. And then we want... so if this is equal to linearized and no pointer, otherwise it's just deref next. Okay, we're just gonna have to like do this the gross way. Okay, surely this will do something. Can just regenerate those, and then like, yeah, it's really funny that this whole time I just haven't been using. Oh my god. Okay, all good, all good. We're not gonna worry about it too much, I guess. Okay, we are gonna worry about it a lot, but okay, let's what the hell? Okay, we're gonna wait for WSL to do its thing. That sucks. In the meantime, I wonder if like any of the changes actually mattered then. Presumably this did matter, but like I can just steal that for a second. And let's just undo all of that. What am I undoing to? Okay, when did I start today? Okay, it's here. I believe, yeah. That looks about right. I don't know. Let's just pretend I didn't do anything. Just do that. Okay, anyways. Let's give it like SSA 0 LR. What happened here? What the fuck? Yo, wait. Yo, wait, what just happened? Wait, actually, what just happened? What? Wait, what actually just happened? Are we dropping things somewhere? Something looks wrong. It's like across the board we're dropping things now. Okay, something is definitely very wrong here. We definitely should have more code than this, I feel like. Especially with like 0, right? Or SA. Yeah, this looks wrong. How do you get get consistent at doing this, studying and all? And I can never. I mean, streaming helps a lot because it at least helps hold me accountable. But I think that's the biggest part of it, at least. Okay, wait, what? So what changed? There's no 17. What do you mean? Yo, okay, what just happened? Wait, okay, something is definitely wrong. Let's try getting rid of all of that by hand instead of, you know, doing it the correct way. Let's try this again. Okay, that's expected. Okay, let's. Oh, I see. Okay. What the hell? So we're just not adding traces somewhere? Something seems wrong. Okay, we're definitely missing traces. Is next always null? Next is null by default. None of this makes sense. Okay, so this is definitely missing blocks somewhere. Okay, let's not get into revert mess. Okay, we're just gonna wait for that to do its thing. Okay, time to work through this thing again. Entry block should be correct. Let's get the front of the work list. If visited, we continue. So we add cur, we visit it. So we get next. Successors is successors. We reverse them. If we have visited the successor, skip. Okay, so we just go to a successor of some sort. Yeah, if we could figure out a way to make the longest traces, that would be cool, but oh well. So this should vomit out everything, right? How do we check this? What even is wrong? Okay, let's just... Okay, since I don't want to throw this into a debugger because I'm lazy right now. Put that there. A successor to the list. It's like this weird object thing, but it wraps like a map of counts, sort of. Okay, let's just include IOStream because I want to print instead of doing things correctly. So we want linear length. Linearized. So we want the size. Then we want original length. So instead of linearized here, we just put f get basic blocks size. Should be an arrow. Okay. Let's try that again. That actually doesn't help me. Let's run panic on task version input SSA. Ah, yeah. So we are losing things somewhere. I'm not sure where we are losing things, but we're definitely losing things. Or maybe I'm encoding it wrong in here, actually. How many of these are even like real blocks? Also, what the oh, I see. This is the prologue. Okay, that's fair enough. It should be 1, 2, 3, 4 long. But there's no 5 and there's no 8 anymore. But there is still a 7. What the hell? Okay. So maybe we could look in like TreeGen Visitor. This would be in here, Gen Trees. What the hell? We get the function name, which is fine. Yeah, I guess this is fine. Okay, we don't get basic blocks in anything here, so it's not that's causing any issues, presumably. It looks like linearized just is shorter for some reason. So the issue's most likely in my linearized traverse. It's in utils traversal. What is wrong with this then? That doesn't make sense. We have more empty blocks, at least. the helly? Yeah, what? Okay. Okay, let's... Let's just reset or restore the traversal. Okay, yeah. So we have this thing again. Yeah, we have this compare thing again, which is what we had before. Right, let's rebuild, let's rerun the thing. Okay, so it is still just like dropping things for whatever reason. Okay. How do we get next? We have numbers now. We can use that to print things, actually. Yeah, because I don't think it would really help us to look at pointers. So let's just... entry is... Yeah, we're just gonna be awful with this. Oh. Huzzah. Okay. So we want... that's not the button I want to hit. Okay. So we want visiting... Instead of entry, we want cur. Insert. Okay, let's just try that for now. We can look at it from here. Yeah, this makes sense. Okay. Okay, we don't, that's fine. So is that all we visit? What the hell? We should have more blocks on that before this point. Right? Oh wait, no, we do just have... What? So we do just have 4 blocks. I guess that makes sense, but... What? Wait, what is happening? Wait, something is wrong. Something is very obviously wrong. I do not know where. Oh, duh, because we split critical edges. Okay. So then we can passes, split, critical? Or wait, what test case were we looking at? No, this is with opt. Passes, ooh. Split critical. That doesn't change anything. What the hell? Okay. So we split critical and then we like, what? What else have we done? Insert parallel. That doesn't change anything. That should still be... Yeah. Okay. So let's... I don't think any of that matters at a glance. So why are these the blocks that... What? Those should not be the ones that we keep. This does not make sense. Am I getting rid of the wrong blocks by accident? In like simplify CFG? Okay, this is definitely still causing a problem. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, none of this makes sense. Like truly none of this makes sense in any capacity. One, two, three, four, five blocks. I'm not sure why we keep getting 4. The number 4. Where does the number 4 even come from here? The return block? Is that where it comes from? Okay. Okay. I don't get it. I don't get what's going wrong here. The hell? Entry 10 and 23. Entry 10. There's no 23. What? What the hell? Wait, 10 is right. There's just no 23, period. Did I forget to change the... What? The... Huh? Wait. Does Simplify CFG forget to change the terminators or do it incorrectly? Is that what's happening? What the hell? there is no 23. So 10, 16, 22, and 28. And max. So 10 is fine, 16 is fine. '23 doesn't exist, and 28 is just borked. Like, maybe we Valgrind this? Maybe there's an out of bounds somewhere? No? Okay. That's strange. This is O0. So we just don't have anything run on this. This doesn't make sense. Maybe it's a critical edge splitting thing then? We don't mess with blocks here, so this shouldn't be a problem. Or maybe this messes with the numbering actually. Oh wait, that might be it. Wait, that makes a lot of sense. Wait. Okay, so then we have to, yeah, that if we insert those, I think that might mess up something. Yeah, that might be it. Wait, we might have figured it out. Yeah, so splitting critical edges requires you to renumber after, I believe. And then same with, I don't think parallel copies will do that, but splitting critical edges might do that. But that it doesn't do anything, so that doesn't make sense to me. I don't think it did anything when we diffed it, at least. Wait, but we renumber here anyway, so that doesn't make sense, right? That seems strange. Okay, wait. Middle end, transform, split critical. Does this have a numbering? No. Does this have numbering? No. What the hell? Okay, maybe in utils, traversal. Okay, so we do number it on here. But this is just used for sorting. That doesn't affect anything there, right? Yeah, that should be fine. Its next related successor. Where is this? It just occurred to me that I may not have read that for like 15 minutes. Oh, here, I see. Yeah, successor is a basic block pointer. Next is like the next block in the chain that we're trying to create. So we can optimize for fall throughs, or at least like very poorly, I guess, optimize for fall throughs in some way. So this is just incorrect for some reason. Oh, wait a second. Wait, I just haven't been able to test it, actually, it appears. Because I might have just been a brick this whole time. There's no way. There's no way that's what it was. Surely it's not that. So we can do that. Let's do it before. Split critical. Okay, that's one source of error found. Okay, that's so stupid. I might be bricks. Okay. Okay, let's look at the output now, I guess, at least. Now that we found that. I need to be more assiduous. Okay, so this is a split critical edge, that makes sense. Okay, so that's where 23 comes from. Or that's where the extra edges come from. So the trace is not picking up on these somehow. Okay, so 10 is fine. So this is getting 16, which is correct. And it's picking up on 23, which is also correct. But those are not existing in the list for some reason. Okay, well I'm glad we figured that out at least. Okay, let's... Okay, git add. Raw. Okay, this one, what do you call it? I forgot to, or I guess, replace simplify CFG with split critical in CLI parser. Or split critical. That's such a stupid mistake. I guess it makes sense, but like, god damn it. Okay. Yeah, okay. It definitely split edges here, which is good. Oh my god, that was so stupid. Okay. Okay, that's one thing at least. That still doesn't explain why this is doing really strange stuff. Yeah, so like if we I think we built, right? Yeah, okay. So let's run this, but not with dump_mir. Yeah, so we still have blocks that are just disappearing somewhere, which doesn't make sense, at least. We can figure that out about now, I think. So this is in... I guess we could keep this up as reference, at least. Okay, so let's keep that on the side. So we can look at... Not that, actually. So we... Yeah, so we've done all of that. So that should already be accounted for in MIR. It's passed by reference. So now we traverse traces. So now I think that is I think that has to be the source of error. Original length is the correct one. So linearized length is the wrong one, which means our traverse traces is wrong. Okay. Okay, let's check successors. What am I doing here? I guess we can see all of this at least. So let's just keep this up like that. Actually, like that. Okay. Let's pull up the after. So 10, 23, and 16. 10 exists. 23 and 16 makes sense. Those should be added to the work list though, right? Yeah, so that one's next. So we visited 23. What is the next for 23? 24. So cur exists. Yeah, so we inserted that. So we get the next. Oh, do we not set its successors properly? Is that what it is? Oh, it might be that. Yeah, that would make sense. Oh, that's good, Arduho. Apologies if I mispronounced your name. Split critical. Okay, wait. I'm like very confident the error is here actually. Now that I think about it, I don't think we messed with the edges for the new block at all. Yeah, so we make the new block. And we need to add, we do need to add the edges. Okay. Yeah, so we add that. So then new block, get predecessors. Actually, let's just new block. If I can type. This is a ref, right? Okay, yeah. And then successors. Okay, we can do that. So we can do that, and then we want new so this is out edges of the predecessor. So new block, or we want new preds. And we want to add edge here to pred successor. Yeah, I think that is the big thing that we forgot. So new, wait, in edge in predecessors edges. Wait, what? Wait, what am I doing here? Oh, I see. This is the previous one. So now, okay, let me think about this more concretely again. pred successor as the, what is pred suck again? Okay, this is a mess. We'll just separate that out for a second so I can read this a little bit less poorly. So for each block, so we get the predecessors. So for each predecessor, so pred is the basic block. So edge from pred to basic block is what I'm getting. What the hell am I doing here then? What is preds again? Oh, the basic block. Okay. Okay, let's rename that actually. Let's do a little bit more renaming to make this more clear. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, so predecessors, the successors of the predecessor. So this is, yeah, so out edge of predecessors. So this is new predecessors. Yeah, we want to do that. So then new preds, I'm going to add edge to new, so we add an edge to pred, I believe. And then we want to throw this here. And then so in get edges, wait, what? Wait, no. What am I doing here? Something is wrong. Okay, I'm gonna need to read through this a little bit more closely. I love the hair, thank you. How does a compiler even compile though? What do you mean by that? Like, you run it on a program, it does a bunch of analyses, maybe some transforms, and then it vomits out code, if that's what you're asking. Yes, I do need to edit those, but where do I edit those? I guess if we're calling get a lot, we may as well just like... Okay, so we make a new block. Return. Oh, insert just does insert or does return iterator. Okay, let's throw that there real quick. Oh, wait, this is not what we want. Okay, we want that. Okay, we can do that real quick, just to declutter a little bit. Let's do that. Then we can do that again. Okay. Yeah, this needs to not be ugly, to be honest. I really don't like how this looks, but it is what it is. Okay, so then we want to update. So update successor, or wait. Predecessor out edges. We can worry about that in a second. So then we update. What is, oh, basic block in edges. Yeah, so those, yeah, that makes sense. So that's also where we put these two now. So basic block in edges is plus new block new block out edges, I guess. So this goes up here actually. And this goes there. Yeah, let's okay, and then okay, so then we can do new preds. I'm gonna add edge to, it's new block in edges, so this should add an edge to pred. And then we want new successors. I'm gonna add an edge to basic block, I believe. Let's go to human OAI. Can I get an update on what we've got going on here? I'm making a compiler from C to x86-64 with the goal of just like learning more about like how LLVM does things and just like a lot more about broader like compiler theory. Right now I'm working on the backend, so I've gotten to the point where I can like parse the program, convert it to like the optimizer language. I do like 1 or 2 optimizations right now. I'm gonna build that out later. Right now I'm focused on the part where I actually generate code. And there's a lot of code transformations that have to occur for that. And there's a lot of mess that also comes with it, but it is what it is. What am I doing here again? Oh. Update fee instructions. That view instructions. In block. Or in BB, yeah. Let's make it fees, I guess. Okay, that looks reasonable enough at a glance. Okay, give this a second. Let's go Ricky. Okay, well, WSL has just not been cooperating with me today, for whatever reason. But anyway, it appears, I think this is all I need to fix that bug that I was running into, which is very relieving at least. Let's see, what do we look at? Let's look at MR to LR, I guess. Yeah, that's where we were. So these should equal each other now, hopefully. If I did this correctly. Test should still fail for reasonable reasons. Well, that's not good. That's still not doing what we want it to. I'm not sure how that's happening still. What the hell? I don't think this is the problem, but just in case. Okay. That's still not doing what we want it to. Let's get him on. Okay, this makes little sense. This truly makes very little sense to me. Okay. I guess we could keep looking at this. I really do feel like it's still in here. Or not. Is it in here? No, it's not here. I feel like it's in split critical. Oh, this is not by ref, is it? That might be it. Okay. I think that, surely that fixes it now. Zoop. That's more code. Okay, the links are the same. So now we can finally do the cleanup thing. Let's go back to backend here. Let's take out IOStream because we don't need it anymore. That's fine. We don't need this anymore because we're not printing garbage anymore. Let's add backend real quick. Use linearized. Linearized traverse that we put in and forgot to use. Yeah, so many silly mistakes here. Costed so much time, but it is what it is. Are you free after the stream? I am not, I am afraid. I've got some research stuff that I need to clean up before a meeting tomorrow. Yeah, let's look at this real quick. I thought it's not add. Fix edges for new block in split critical. When do you normally get a break? I just came off a break, so yeah, I've gotta get back on the grind. Okay, let's regenerate the regression tests. Let's push this. Let's see what happens. I didn't push the traversal changes. All of that was oh, wait, I need to clean that output up, actually. I guess that works out because I could just, you know, get restores. We can just do that. That kind of works out, which is really funny. Okay, so let's look at what we have now. Yeah, let's look at that. That's not what we want anymore. God damn it. Okay. 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 Let's just get reset head, caret. Let's rebuild this. I need to... And then we can force push over it. That's fine. That's really annoying. Okay, that looks like a good change at least, at a glance. Yeah, at least the ordering there. Let's just get log. Let's get push. Force. always good to force push, you know. Nothing dangerous to happen. Okay, let's expand. Let's just expand all here. This ordering looks better at a glance. Not that it really matters here, at least. I guess it's really funny to look at, but okay. I guess that makes sense, but anyway. Yeah, maybe I should just like do the reverse order thing, huh? This is very awkward. Okay, let's actually... I understand why reverse now. Checking the GitHub page, install a lot of acronyms I don't recognize. HR, MR, LIR. Yeah, so IR is short for intermediate representation. It's just like the generic term for like a memory representation of the code. It's like an abstract, or like, if you know like what an AST is, or like an abstract syntax tree, it's kind of like that, except not necessarily a direct representation of the program. Or I guess like not a direct representation of the source code that you're translating from. HR, MIR, and LIR I've kind of just made up. So HR is like my front end IR, MIR is like my optimizer IR, and LIR is like my backend or like assembly-ish IR, I guess. There's not any like real like names for the terms. I've just kind of made them up. Okay, let's get reset head caret. Okay. HR is like type checked AST, MR is optimization. HR is kind of just like an intermediate desugaring step for now. I want to do like types in the future, but types were kind of too difficult for me to implement for some reason. I don't remember why, but there was some mess there because of the way I do the parsing. So I kind of just gave up on that, and yeah, it's something I'll do in the future though. It's something I want to do. But yes, the other two are correct. Okay, let's do the thing that I wanted to change again. I want to do the reverse view. I want to do the reverse range here. Let's actually just check the old commit for this, if I can steal it. Where is it? Attempt at fixing traces. It was this. Yeah, so we wanna steal this, I believe. Anyways. Yeah, like that. And the rest of this is the same. Okay, cool. That's very nice. Hopefully that reduces the mess that we had. Evidently it did not. Let's test, regression, generate. Let's go to Expressa. Is MR and SSA? Yes. It's SSA in the same way that LOVM is. So memory is not, but the I guess registers are. Okay. Oh, we just moved that there. Okay, fair enough. What the hell? Okay, let's just... We're just gonna throw the same commit message on it for the third time. Git push force. Don't worry about it. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see. Nothing to see. Nothing to see here. Let's just expand full here. Yeah, this is a little bit cleaner, it feels like. Somehow. I should definitely fix these jumps at some point in the future. Or at least like people those out. I think those are necessary for like fee related things, but yeah. Yeah, okay. The way this diff looks is really ugly, but it feels less awful. So I guess that's a good sign. Well, whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, anyways. I think that's reasonable for that. Let's remove those. Now if we build, okay, cool. It passes everything. Yippee. Okay. Yeah, I guess I could merge. No, I need to do the one other thing actually. It just occurred to me. It's in one of these output files, I think. Was there? Oh wait, yeah, I remember now. Yeah, let's. I guess it'll be pretty quick to show this, or at least what the thing is. So let's look in test real quick. Let's look at expected for like any MIR thing. Or any MIR thing with like fees in it. So like SSA, like O0 MIR. Okay, maybe not that one actually. O1 MIR. We had this giant number in all the fees. This is the entry block, but entry block is defined as -1, which when converted to an unsigned int is you know, that. So I'd like to fix that real quick in the fee toString. So MIR, this is in here somewhere. Yeah, it is LOVM IR at home pretty much. Okay, we need to fix this. So this will always have that. So we will just stick the percent there. I don't remember how LOVM IR does like fee blocks. It's kind of awkward. Okay, so we want that. So if we want, so we want auto basic block num. So we want to steal this in here. So we want basic block num equals -1, then it's entry, else it's instead to string basic block num. There we go. Do you have a binary representation as well or only textual? I don't have like, I don't think I have bytecode yet. Yeah, I don't have that yet. That'd be a fun thing to have in the future, but I don't really have the tooling to, or I don't have plans to build out the tooling to the point where like the binary would be particularly useful. I'm just like printing out the middle and IR for like debugging / testing related reasons at least. This will break some tests in a good way. Yeah, that does what we want it to. So let's run the test generator. Fee entry blocks, say entry now. Okay. I think after that, I can check this off. I'm good to merge this, I think. So if we go back to like the list of things I want to do, this is done. This is more just like fixed traces as a whole, it turns out. This is also done. So I guess we can mark both of these as good for the day. The only other thing I want to look at is maybe like grouping things by function just to like make things less awful later on during like liveness, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, that'll be a future change. Let's see how the test runner is going. If the first C compiler was in assembly, was the first assembler written in machine code? I mean that sounds correct. I don't know off the top of my head, so don't quote me on that. Okay, it's all done. Huzzah. Okay, let's... Ready for review. Looks good to me. Wow, I am my own code reviewer. Wow. Copilot does not count. I am my own reviewer. Wow, looks good to me. What was here? Nice. Yeah, wow, okay, let's rebase. Yippee, okay. Alright, let's... I think that's fine. So, let me just check liveness real quick to make sure I didn't mess anything up. Well, file extension for C++ header and source. I just use CPP&H. I guess that's pretty obvious, but yeah. Like that's what they've taught me in classes, so I kind of just use that and call it a day. What was, oh, I remember this now. This is terrible. Yeah, I imagine there's a reason to use HTTP at some point, but I don't know. It's all the same anyway at the end of the day. Are there any to-dos here? Is this correct? I don't know. Okay. Anyways. Okay, I think that means everything here is good. Okay. Switch to main. Okay, let's just delete backend, tree tiling LR, liveness, tree tiling cleanup, git branch. Okay, perfect. So now all of this is in main, and most importantly, my GitHub profile looks pretty again. Yippee! No, oh wait. 2026, yeah, we have those commits now, yippee, and now I look a little bit less like a bum in 2025, yippee, okay. Yeah. Also, I don't know if y'all saw, I made this thing on my readme. Well, I'm just gonna show this off for a second, because I think it's cool. Yeah, it uses GitHub Actions to auto-generate the readme every 6 hours. It's nothing really special. It's just like, if you remember like the big like the cards I had before, there was some change that like broke them. I don't remember when, but they were broken, so I just did this instead. It's the same info. I need to change total commits to like this year. But oh well. Anyways, yeah, I think that's about it for today. I got some work to do, so I'm gonna go clean that up. Thank you all so much for showing up today. If you haven't already, make sure you like the stream and sub to the channel. It really helps out a lot with the algorithm. and gets my content out to more of you. While you're down there, make sure you check out my Discord. It's the best place to get pinged when I go live, and stay up to date with all of the random scheduling changes that happen. And also YouTube's notifications are like quite rough, so this is a better place to do that. Also, check out my GitHub and my LinkedIn to stay up to date with what I'm doing, and also my GitHub sponsors is down there if you want to support me financially. Anyways, that's about it. I'm gonna go survive like a human being in college. Take care, y'all. Take it easy, and have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are.